Hello, chat. Hello. I hope everyone is having a stellar day. Hello. Let's see who's in chat. Hello, Evie. I saw you earlier in chat. Like, I had OBS open. I saw you leave a little message in chat. Thank you. Hello, Micah. Most likely be lurking for this stream, but rest in peace, Ham. You're truly a good boy and will forever live in our hearts. Thank you for the love tune. Hi, Pup. Hi, Frost. Hi, Keaton. Hi, Vex. Hope you, Tony, and Para are doing as well as you possibly can during this time. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Hi, Cyrus. Hi, RPC. Evie, I see your long message. I'll read it in a little bit. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Nero. Hello, hello. So Evie said, genuinely hope you're doing well. Want to be silly and goofy, but not just really that side of me. Gonna be that side of you right now. Isn't that time? You deserve all the support you can give. I've been a landmark in your life, and you wish me all the best. Deserve way more, and so sorry all this happened to me. Sure, Ham is being a gremlin in ghost form. After this, please take some time to recover. Thank you, Evie. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Aatrox. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Thank you. So there's people here that, they might have popped in maybe for the first time, or, maybe might not have popped in very much at all. But, as you guys know, less than a month ago, we lost our beautiful baby boy, Gundham, or Ham. Not sure if some of you knew, but he's actually named after one of my favorite Danganronpa characters, Gundham Tanaka from the second game. I was obsessed with Gundam in college, and when I got my baby boy, I wanted to name him that. I mean, there's actually a kind of a full story in regards to his name, but we can talk about that in just a little bit. We unfortunately lost him on August 8th, only a day after his 10th birthday. Only a day after his 10th birthday, not even a full day after his 10th birthday. We had to unfortunately let him go. I don't want to talk about the details about how we lost him. It was very rough. That is all I will say. But I would like to spend this time to really just celebrate his life and like talk to you guys about how wonderful of a cat he was and how much I'm gonna miss him. Me and Tony and my mom, all of us are really going to miss this little guy. We really are. I see you, Wolf. Hello. You'll be here in like 25-ish minutes. You're wishing the best for us. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the, I think that's a sub. I will just say right now, I don't really want to thank subs, but I promise you that I am thanking you from the bottom of my heart if you decide to sub and stuff like that. I'm just not going to really make it a big deal to celebrate that right now. You sub, thank you, RPC, thank you. So yeah, Ham, I have pictures. I have a ton of pictures of him that I would love to share with you guys. Funny enough, I actually don't really have like a funerary playlist, so I'd have to like find something, but I kind of don't want to hunt for something, especially if it's just kind of gonna be VOD muted anyway. You remember when you first stole him? Was honestly devastated on your behalf when you heard the news. Feels fucking crazy. You gave him the best life possible. He had so much character. He was such a silly little guy. I find it so hard to even really think about wanting to get another cat because of how devastating it was losing him. Like, I can't even think about getting another cat. And even if I did, no one will ever be like him. No one will ever be like him. Ham going his... Yeah, Ham, he was such a defiant little fella, He was such a defiant little boy. Like, he He hated the word no. He would be naughty. He would be caught being naughty. And whenever he would hear anyone in the house tell him no, he would either hiss or kind of do a like low growl to let you know how displeased he was at you for for how dare you say something to him, you know? How dare you do that? How dare you stop him? He was also such a silly little guy too. He loved to play hide and seek. He loved to be chased. He loved to chase. I feel like I gotta get to the pictures so I can really tell some stories about this silly little man. The last 10 years have just been so amazing. He's been with us. He's been with me through so many life changes. He was with me through my college graduation. He was with me through like big life changes, like me getting published for the first time. I got published for the first time and he was there for it. I did my own Kickstarter and he was there for it. I went through my Artist Alley career and he was around. I had some of my first like real jobs while he was around. It's funny. He came into my life. Actually, I'd say my first real jobs, but like the jobs that I actually kind of like gave a shit about. You know, I fell into the education system, and you know, I care about education. I care about kids, and I care about their growth. And I did not care about my retail job at Office Depot. I got fired from Office Depot, and within a week of losing my job, I found him. His mom, you can kind of be like, whoa, Vexy, why'd you do that? He was just a baby. His mom laid her eggs. I always refer to this as she laid her eggs underneath our shed, and he was one of the litter that was underneath the shed, and I happened to see, you know, him and a couple of his siblings kind of like waddling around outside of the shed, and he was the smallest. He was the smallest baby in the bunch, and I couldn't pass up picking him up and making him mine. So I took him and I put him in a laundry basket and put a bunch of towels around him, and I went out with whatever money I had left from, you know, losing my job, and I got milk, I got kitten food, I got whatever I could to take care of him at least until I had to leave for college. It was an interesting time for me to snatch him up because I'd be leaving for college in just a few short weeks. Yeah, no, he absolutely grew into a big boy. He was a little guy. For a baby that was smaller than his siblings, he grew up to be huge. He's huge, he was fluffy, and it truly was like living with a little man sometimes. It was like living with a little man. Yeah, he was a tall boy. You guys will see pictures. Don't think I should entertain the notion right now if it's too painful for you. Some people can't deal with an empty house and need to get another pet sooner. You think you're that kind of person, but not sure. And a lot are just too grief-stricken. Like, losing Ham was so traumatizing. Like, the way we lost him was so bad, but like, he was truly my baby. I bottle-fed him. Like, I was able to hold him in my hands. I cleaned the fleas off of his tiny little body after we got food for him. Like, that was my child for all intents and purposes. Like, I took care of him. I brought him into this house, and I was so proud to be his mommy. I really was. I don't think any cat will ever be as silly and have as much personality as he did. Because I think about our first cat, Mr. O'Malley, and Mr. O'Malley was such a reserved, such a sweet, and such a shy cat. Ham was not shy. He was a little grumbly, but he was not shy. He loved to sniff around. He was always so curious. So many times have I gone out of the house and, you know, brought back maybe like groceries or supplies for conventions and kind of set them in the foyer of the house, and he would come over and he would just sniff them. He would just come over and sniff. He would inspect. Nothing could get past him without it being inspected, you know?
Like a goddamn TSA.
Yeah, he was our little TSA agent. he was our little TSA agent. Yeah, he did a little sniff. Also, RPC, thank you. Subbed for 6 months. Jesus, thank you, RPC. I'll appreciate you. Okay. I would like to share pictures with you guys because we have a ton of pictures between both me and Tony and my mom and some videos. And, you know, there's, of course, stories attached. There's stories attached. There's a lot to say, a lot to really tell about the life of my little boy. And I think that you guys will find them, you know, maybe both relatable and find some joy in listening to them too. Oh, thank you, whoever that was. I'm going to switch the scene. Once again, I don't have music. You're welcome to play your own music. I will not be searching for anything right now. So let's hop over to the other scene, shall we? Okay. All right. So, this is the first picture in the album.
Jesus, that's the
Yeah, this is what we're starting on. This is what we're starting on. We have Blim, Blim, Blim. It's such a good ham picture. Ham Lim. I feel like we could make this into an emote. The purpose of this stream is really to like both celebrate him and to like I'm sure his losing him like hurt you guys too. He wasn't even you guys' cat, but you saw I would talk about him all the time. All the time. I would share pictures of him all the time. He has emotes in the channel. He is part of my branding. Like he was my everything. He is my everything. I don't, you know, even if I got another cat, even if I got another cat after that, and another cat after that, and another cat after that, I'll never forget Ham. I'll never forget him. He was the community pet. We all wanted to cuddle with him.
And he would have told you no every
yeah,
time.
He would have told you no every time. Ham did not like being pet.
Frankly, I'm pretty sure the only person I've ever seen be able to actually pick his ass up is your mother.
Oh yeah, my mom was able to pick him up. Sometimes he would fuss at her. I think Para has seen it happen where like she picked him up and he was like not having it at that moment. But no, she has picked him up before and carried him like a baby before. And she kind of like picks him up and like swings him a little bit like a baby, like kind of playing with him. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. But here's a Ham Lem. This is a very fun, silly, artistic picture. I love his eyes here. Like they're like what is it? Like the pupils are like dilated or shrunken, I guess. Contracted. But I think the slit eye look with the like the little tongue is like so silly, so funny here. You can kind of see he has a little bit of a collar here. There will be some pictures where he just does not have a collar at all. At a certain point, he took that bitch off, and I don't know how he took it off. It was a breakaway collar, so like he could have just like kicked it off at some point whenever he was like scratching himself or something.
I actually wasn't sure if it was because of that or if because we had to get taken off for reasons.
Oh, maybe we had to take it off for like a bath or something.
And then y'all just couldn't get it back on.
Yeah, we could never get it back on him, I think. Yeah. He was an indoor cat. He was an indoor cat, but he could go outside only with supervision. So we would attach a harness to him, and he could only go outside if he had the harness attached. There were a few moments where it's just like, okay, he'll go outside, but only if he's being supervised. He wouldn't wander too far. We have a swing set in our backyard, and he would climb on top of it and play on, like he was literally just a child. Was he chipped? No, but I don't think that was ever an issue, considering he was almost never outside unless someone was with us. Was with him. So he's got his little tongue out here. Oh, so this picture, um, this is from the Forgotten Roots Kickstarter. I ordered the books for the Kickstarter and I had the box open and I was getting some of the books out of it, but I hadn't gotten them all out. So he decided to climb in and just sit there. Y'all know cats love their boxes. You know, they love their boxes. They really do. So I just happened to catch an amazing moment where he was just sitting in the box and staring up at me very curiously. Um, this picture really shows off, and it's something that, you know, all tabbies have, but he had a very, all tabbies have very, they have an M marking on their foreheads, but he has a very prominent one. So he had many nicknames. Obviously his name was Gundam, but Para was actually the first person to call him Ham. It's very funny when I told my friends, hey, yeah, I got a cat. I got a cat. I'm calling him Gundam. And Para was the first one to be like, yeah, Ham. M for Mumbo, Majin Kitty. Don said, oh, he's like a Majin Mario cat. Yeah, all tabbies are Majin Control. Explains their craziness. Is so true. M for Ham. But yeah, his name was Gundam, but we called him Ham, but we also called him, like, Pig. I would call him Pig. I would call him Bacon Boy. I would call him Piglet.
Bacon Boy?
Yeah, I would call him Bacon Boy sometime. Bacon Boy was a rare one, but thank you, Aatrox, for stopping by. Rip Ham, thank you, Aatrox. I'll see you around, dude. You can switch it to W for Wumbo, yeah. Bacon Boy, Nasty Boy. Nasty Boy was not one that I have called him in like a long time. At first, you know, I was actually trying not to get attached. I just wanted to save a kitten and hopefully, you know, see if we could like give it a home, but I did end up getting attached. So, you know, the stand-in name for Ham was Gray. So we called him Gray for maybe a few days, and then we took him to the vet and they were like, what's his name? And I was like, we can't just keep calling him Gray. So I called him Gundam, and my mom was like, but his name is Gray. I was like, okay, we're gonna call him Gundam the Gray. So that is his official name on his vet records, Gundam the Gray. What else? My mom also called him, because he has the M on his forehead, she called him Monkey. So she was like, M for Monkey. So she would always call him her little monkey. Wizard name. Oh, you know he would be a battle mage or something if he was like an RPG character. He is absolutely a battle mage. Gundam the Gray is a really good name. It's so good. It really is. So here's him in the Forgotten Roots Kickstarter box. Here's a con setup of mine, actually. So this is the backside of a con setup that I was working on one day. This was back when I was actually running the Wolf comic collective, and I was trying to figure out a book setup for everything. And he hopped up on the table and he got so fucking curious about it that he hopped up here and he's sniffing my keys. I had a Spyro keychain on my keys, and he's just giving it a nice little sniffer. Yeah. Seeing my early table is like, oh, yeah, baby pigs. Gundam is the actual baby though. Yeah, he had to have been maybe like 2 or 3 years old at this point, maybe. But yeah, we have a few books here. There's some like sitting right there, and he would love to just kind of hang out with me while I was doing some convention prep. It was always a fun time doing con prep, because he would just like body double me. He would just hang out. He looks less liony here. Yeah, his fur would grow in based on the season, because he had a winter coat, and when it would be like colder, he would get fluffier. Is he fat or fluffy? Oh, he was a fluffy boy.
Yeah.
He was big. He was a big cat, not a fat cat, but he was big. And he was also fluffy. He is such a fluffy bastard. You have cats around the house that look like him, but female and leaner. Yeah, no, he was a fluffy boy. Here's a Hamilovania, I guess.
I said that he was part Maine Coon.
See, we don't know if he was part Maine Coon. He could be. That is like a very real possibility. But you know, we never like got him tested or anything. I feel like the difference between like dog and cat owners is like dog owners are like, yeah, my 100% breed Labrador Retriever, and then cat owners are just like, yeah, here's my little bastard. He is very rectangle here. Oh my god, he is. Look at him. He's very shaped here. Oh, I love Hamilovania. This is such a good picture. No, this is an amazing shot. Yeah, he's orange.
Just stands like
Yeah, yeah, Hamilovania. Yeah, cats are known to fuck. They love to fuck.
Oh, I kept thinking you were referencing Castlevania.
Castlevania? No, Hamilovania, like Megalovania.
I was really trying to size that picture up. Like, what is the reference?
No, not Castlevania Ham. I don't think. Well, you know what? He probably was Simon Belmonting all over the house. Who knows? Because like every so often we would find creatures that he killed, and I'm like, you can't do that, man. You can't. You're not a killer. But he was. You get people who get specific dog breeds, and then cat owners are like, I found him in the garbage, and now he owns my house. Yeah, this is his house, and we just pay rent here.
It's a cat universal distribution system.
You know what? He probably would be, Trevor, for real, moo. Anyway, here's a fun leggy picture of Ham. Like the whole top of his body. I mean, the whole top of his body is like hanging off. He's just like, this can't be comfortable at all. Cats love to find the most interesting ways to lie around. Like, this can't be comfortable, dude. This is his cat tree, the main cat tree that he would have in our window. So, fun story here. This whole top part up here.
We don't have it anymore.
Yeah, Ham was naughty. He was naughty in a few ways. This cat tree has a couple of stories to it. So, this cat tree, I got it, I think maybe about a year or so after we got him, and I put it in the window. So how many people can say that their pet has broken a window? I am one of them. So keep in mind, Ham was a pretty big boy. He was a pretty big boy, well muscled. He liked this cat tree, and he climbed on top of it, and when he jumped off it for the very first time, he kicked off it so hard it slammed into the fucking window. This is why we don't put stuff like that in front of the window. Fortunately, it never happened again. We were able to move it a little bit further, so it wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, he kicked off it and it broke the window. So that happened. Then this top part of the cat tree was removed because he could climb at the very top of it. And when he could reach the very top of it, he could reach up and fuck up the curtains. Like the top of the curtains. So he clawed the hell out of them, and my mom was like, yeah, he's lost the privilege to have this part of the cat tree. So we removed it, and it was gone for like years. He just did not have it anymore. It was gone. I kind of wonder if I don't think we have pictures of it, but my mom tried her damnedest to try to like patch it up, but he absolutely reached up and clawed the hell out of that. Your cat would race up the cat tree with such energy that you're always afraid that it was gonna go over. Cats are so feral, man. Little creatures, free spirits, honestly. Speaking of free spirits, speaking of free spirits,
Yeah.
he absolutely fucking destroyed this. It's like a magazine. Yeah, it's a magazine, and he was slowly destroying this over like a period of time. This didn't just happen in a night. He was just slowly destroying this shit, and we saw it all over the floor. We saw it all over the bed, and my mom was like, okay. She just didn't clean it up for a while. He partied too hard, he really did. And then he decided to lay on top of his masterpiece. Here's Ham on top of the swing set in our backyard. He climbed up, and this is an instance where he didn't have his harness, but he
That's a fucking found footage picture.
yeah, this is a very cryptid core image here. Like, it's a little blurry, it's a little shaky. I think my mom took this one. This is probably an older one. No, this is from, okay, I see a date. 2019. July 2019. He looks like a gargoyle. Oh, hold on, Evie. Speaking of gargoyle, we'll probably have to wait to get to that picture, but when I get to it, I'll talk about it. But he had some gargoyle ass tendencies. Oh yeah, and here's him mad about the stray that lives the strays in our neighborhood. Like, he would paw at the windows angrily, trying to like get at them. I think this is Penguin. Penguin is not a stray. Penguin belongs to one of our neighbors, and Penguin would just come and like hang out near our house sometimes and just sit there to antagonize him.
And when he hit you.
Yeah. Here's another picture of Ham sniffing at one of my convention setups. So fun fact, he has actually destroyed a part of my convention display by complete accident. So this is my PVC pipe that I used to use for my cons, but we used to have a, well, not used to, we still use backdrops. We still use backdrops for my prints. And I had bought a brand new backdrop. I had never done a backdrop for my convention display before. It was my first time doing it. And he was curious about it. Like, I had all my prints up and I was like hanging them up and trying to see how to like organize them. And I turn around and he's sniffing it and he's standing up to meet it and like touch it, kind of similar to how this photo was. And he knocked it over. Not only did he knock it over, it hit me in the head. It wasn't like super blunt or anything, so it wasn't like, it didn't hurt. It was just like, holy shit, it was like surprising. So it popped me in the head and he broke it. Why is he standing like a man? Because he is. He is a man. He is. There is no way this isn't a man. I really was just having a man in my house. Attempted murder for real. For real, for real. So that backdrop, the top part of it broke off. And I had to use epoxy to try to repair it, but I had never used epoxy before. And I had just bought it too. So it was just like, fuck. I have no time to like get a new one or anything. Accident. That is a man trapped in a cat body. This is a man for real. This little cloth on the floor was actually his. He had it for a while. He had curtains that he had clawed the fuck up, and my mom was just like, well, shit, I guess these are his now. So she pulled them down from the curtain rod and just let him go crazy with it. She just let him go crazy with it. And the same picture, but he just kind of like turned his head a little bit. This is an old ass chair. Look at this fucked up chair. I was trying my damnedest to never buy another chair when I had this chair, but I taped this shit up. There's like cum on the arm here. I say be respectful, but I'm over here saying cum. Anyway, no, it's I think it's whiteout. I think that's either whiteout or white ink. I don't remember. Who's more of a human in a cat body, Ham or Merv? Considering I never heard Ham actually try to say a human word, I think Merv is more of a human. But this is my studio. Before I rearranged it. I rearranged my studio, I think it was back in 2021, maybe? I think it was after a re-debut. I like my last, not the one that I just had, but I think before then. I think the last one I had might have been in like 2021. That sounds about right. And we had the studio door open, and he decided to come in and just plop his silly little ass onto my
I remember that
yeah,
chair.
yeah, I remember that chair too. Oh boy, I'm a like serial chair breaker at this point. But yeah, he just plopped his silly little ass there. I saw him, like, I think I came in one morning, I was like, oh, shit, okay, hi, hello. My little secretary.
He ain't doing shit.
He is not doing anything. So this fern leaf, my mom is a plant mom. She doesn't have plants that can hurt him. That were she had a couple, and I was like, hey, please, like, take these outside. I really don't want them around. And she did take them outside so that he didn't get in contact with them. But more or less, we did have safe plants for him. And he liked to chew on them. He liked to bite them. And well, you know, this happened. Weed cat for real. He was so naughty. He took the leaf off of this plant, and I think he just dragged it over here. Proud of his skill. He really was. This was in 2020. This is a 2020 picture. 2020 February 2020. So yeah, he was very proud of his kill. Here's just a picture of him sitting in our kitchen. Ham loved to be in the kitchen. He really did. Cats, despite being carnivores, love eating pants. Also plants. Ham really liked sitting in the kitchen whenever anyone was cooking. My late uncle, my uncle that passed away, I think in like 2021, he lived with us very briefly, and he would cook pretty often. He cooked pretty often, and Ham would sit down in the kitchen with him, and he would just talk to Ham as he was cooking. And I was like, oh, you're just talking to him? He's like, yeah, I just don't want him to feel lonely. And I was like, oh, that is so sweet. Like, you're just talking to him, telling him, like, he was telling him, like, oh, I'm gonna put this in here, and like just talking to him as if like Ham is like taking notes about cooking. It's so adorable.
I can imagine that scenario.
Yeah. That was my Uncle Frank. Yeah. Here's another fun, very soft cat pose. Yeah, this is a really good one. This is a very cute one. You get to see the tummy. You get to see that tummy.
Like, there was just a period of time where I would round the corner and he would just basically be like an unfurled pretzel.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know, is your spine okay, bro?
He's so soft looking here. He's adorable.
Can't fucking touch it.
Yep. He, once again, he did not like being touched. He could tolerate it for like a little bit, but otherwise he was not crazy. But no, he did not like tummy pets. He hated it. He hated it.
The softest son of a bitch, and you couldn't fucking touch it.
It's very funny. He liked being pet when he was like really young, like in his first year or so of life, but other than that, he was not really like fucking around with like being pet. Him as a bastard, a tiny devil, Vexy, and all of his sweet pics. Sweet, innocent baby boy. Hi chat, you return. You tell me that boy isn't asking for tummy pets. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Cats,
yeah, most cats don't because I think it's just too vulnerable for them.
It is if they.
It's a vulnerability thing.
It is not an invitation. It is them saying they trust you.
Yeah.
And then when you pet them, they're basically like, "You betrayed me. What the fuck?"
Yeah. So this was in 2020 when I was making my first acrylic merch.
What is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing here. He's got a little bit of a gremlin face here. Pet him with the cursor. Yeah, we're gonna rub his little forehead here. You're just gonna rub his little forehead. All of your cats minus Nova love getting their tummies pet. Oh, that's so sweet.
Still have the collar here.
Yeah, he still has the collar here. This is the collar era when he was still fucking around with the collar. Yeah, what is that face? He's got a little bit of his fangs showing. He had an overbite. He was a little vampire, honestly. But yeah, this is when I was first making acrylics, and I made the ham knife acrylic pin. I never sold it. I think it was a Patreon only thing that I gave out to my patrons at the time. Part of me wants to bring it back, if only to continue to have him in my memory and other people's memories. Like, people won't, I want to sell it like at cons and stuff. People might not necessarily know who he is, but to know that people buy it and they still carry it around with them, I feel like it just keeps his memory alive, you know?
I feel like I literally was about to say you should put him on the store.
Yeah.
Just for people. Like, I mean, guys, would you want a ham knife?
Yeah, would you guys want a ham knife? You want a ham? Mama said, yeah, Mama said she wants a ham knife. I think doing a ham knife would be nice. Like a ham knife reprisal would be nice. Yeah, just bring them back. Your art has improved a lot since then, and it's kind of like bookends. You made this pin when you first got them, yeah. You want a ham knife, so you happily buy it and put them somewhere nice and appropriate. Yes, you want the ham knife. Is this water drinkable? Yes. Hi, Hobbs. Sorry to hear about Ham's passing. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you so much, Hobbs. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the condolences. But yeah, ham knife.
I think
everyone wants a ham knife, so he's just sniffing it now. He's observing it. If you sold them on the shop, you would buy a ham knife. You would put them on your coat, right next to the memorial frog of your late friend. Oh, that's sweet, Mo. I'd buy Ham a knife. he had 10 very sharp knives on his paws. I could bring Ham knife around as a seasonal thing to memorialize him. That would be nice. I think it would be really, really nice. So Evie, you know how you said he's like a gargoyle?
Oh yeah, there it is. How did
you can't really see his face, but okay. Am I good? Am I good? How did I mute? I didn't press anything. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, okay, my tab's muted, so I was like, I double fucked myself.
Okay, no, you're good. Okay, I'll roll it back. I'll roll it back. So we have a balcony right next to this is like the roof of our bay window. We have a bay window where we have our like breakfast room, and the balcony is right next to it. So my mom would let him sit out on the balcony at night, or even sometimes in the day, because obviously it's daytime here, and just let him kind of like listen to the sounds of the neighborhood and just kind of take in the smells and get some fresh air, right? So he could very easily kind of just walk over from the balcony to the roof of the bay window. He would walk over to the roof of the bay window, and I was downstairs in the backyard, And I looked up and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just staring down at me like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? He really was a little gargoyle sometimes. So, oh, we have Mario here. Hello, Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Mario.
Fucking Mario. That my dad paid $5 for that at like a fucking store.
This Mario is from Tony's dad. He got it for $5, and we just is he still downstairs? Yeah, he's still downstairs.
Yeah. He was just like, I got it because I thought of y'all, and I was just like, oh shit.
No, I love it. If we could get a matching Luigi, I would love that.
The issue being that those things were like 50.
Yeah, those are pretty expensive now.
They're up there, so I'm just like, what? How did you get? Anyway, this ain't about you.
This ain't about Mario. This ain't about Mario. This is about Ham and Mario. So Ham was just hanging out on the couch, and Mario was just there. He's just nice and fluffy. I thought it was a cool picture just to see Ham next to Mario. Ham obviously liked boxes, like all cats love boxes. And so whenever I would get big boxes for, like, say I got like a new equipment or I got a restock, shit, I'm giving my baby boy the box and all the bits inside to play with. He unfortunately towards the end, he started using them as potties. So he had to get his boxes taken away from him, but pretty much like the entire time up until he got sick, he was just playing in them. He really was just like playing in them, hiding in them, digging in them, shredding up the paper and stuff. He liked to hide in them, and obviously, you know, cats think they're not being seen or looked at or anything, but oh my god. I would pretend. Thank you, Wolf.
A toast for Ham, a well-loved and well-loving gremlin of a cat.
Thank you, Wolf. So he would try to hide in them and hide among the paper. And of course I would see him, but I would pretend not to see him, and I would walk by and he would pop out. He loved to pop out and try to scare you. He's done it to pretty much everyone in the house. He's done it to me. He's done it to Tony. He's done it to Mommy. It's literally. Yeah, he's a silly boy. Absolutely gremlin. Yeah. I said this many a time, but it was like living with a FNAF animatronic my entire time of having him. He's so silly. Here's a ham yawn. Ham yawn. Ham yawn.
That's almost like not a yawn. It's almost like, how much food can I fit?
What? He's not an anaconda.
I mean, that's the thing right there.
Ham yodel. He just do a yawn here. I have a lot of pictures of him yawning.
You would think it would be way too opportune of a fucking attempt to get a picture like that. But
can we play the Danganronpa 2 free time event bonding side mode for Gundam Eevee? I will cry if I do that. I will cry.
You can do it if you want, but
yeah, you can do it, but god, I will be like destroyed if I do that, because like that is one of my favorite like bonding stories for the characters. I think genuinely it's the best bonding story in Danganronpa 2, like hands down. It's really funny because if you're not completely familiar with Danganronpa 2 or the character Gundam was an edgy boy. He was a chuny. He believed he was like this dark overlord that if anyone touched him, they would be poisoned. And so he didn't like being touched, and he was a little like antisocial. And it's funny, I feel like I cursed Ham by naming him Gundam, because like later on in his life, you know, he didn't really like being touched that much.
Yeah, he sure fucking did.
Mm-hmm. Gundam deserved, but yeah, the character Gundam deserved better. Yeah, Gundam was a really fucking cool character. Gundam needs to not be in a Danganronpa game. He was so peak. Yeah, such a fucking cool character. Here's more ham in a box. Ham in a box. Ham in a box. Yeah, he loves his boxes. Oh, this isn't Ham's stare. It's Ham Seek.
Oh yeah, there's another one.
Yeah. Here's Ham Seek.
That one's even more of a cryptid than the last.
Yeah, this is so cryptid core. I think you did an edit of it with the JoJo like menacing text.
I did something like that. I don't know if I drew over it or if I just added the text flavor.
Uh-huh.
But I absolutely did that.
The cast for Danganronpa 2 was amazing throughout, but Gundam was peak, especially since his voice actor was always going ham. He streams, you know, the voice actor, he streams. Tagliaferra, he streams. I follow him. He mostly plays Genshin, because I think he also voices a character in Genshin. Yeah, no, he streams. Were you around for Hamseek being added? I think so. He streams, yes. Chris Tagliaferra streams. He also does voice acting for little fan comics. Dead ass. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. But yeah, we have our Hamseek. I think we have Hamsteer in this folder as well.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I'm pretty sure we saw it.
Yeah. But yeah, he was just standing at the stairs and he looked a little menacing and I had to get a picture. I really had to get a picture.
Yeah, no, this does look like something I would have added a JoJo text to.
Yeah. Oh, my foot. My foot and Ham is reaching for it. I was just sitting, minding my own business, and he just comes over. He's like, attack. He's like, Foot pics for free. It's okay. It's not the only one. Because Ham, he was a little foot freak. He was a little bit of a foot freak. He liked to attack feet. He really did. Or no. This one is a fun picture. He was... So this is a little glass case. Yeah, where I say it all the time. Like,
we're here first.
It's okay. He got it from you. He still got it from you. Yeah, Ham is just like his dad. It really just like his dad. Don't deny it. Why would you deny it? That's your son.
It sure is, but he happened first before I even showed up.
Okay. He knew that. He knew. But yeah, this is a glass case that my uncle that lived with us. He didn't want to take it with him, so we just had it, and it's open in the back. So this little bastard decided to climb in, and he made it a spot for him. It's not even comfy. I don't know why he decided to just like crawl in there or anything. Like, why, Ham? Why? So he just sat in there. It was like a little trophy case. He understands that he's a prize. I don't know why he did that. I really don't know why he did that. He's presented. Oh, and he bite too. He bite. Oh, he bite.
Yep.
He bite a lot.
That's a bite.
Yeah. Playtime would get a little too rowdy with him sometimes. He would use his teeth, he would use his claws. And you know, I still have a few marks left from him. It's a little sad. Like I had one little scratch on my hand from like we were like playing a little bit. Did he ever draw blood? Yes. Yes. Not on me, but my mom. He got mad at her one day because she wasn't... he was so spoiled. He got mad at me for not cleaning his water fountain fast enough.
I saw it.
Yeah. Like, I was putting it together piece by piece by piece, and apparently I wasn't doing it fast enough, so he was pissed off at me for not doing it in the speed that he wanted water. I'm just like, okay, man. My mom, she's on blood thinner, so like she bleeds a little bit more easily. He got mad at her for, I think she didn't give him food fast enough, so he was like, yeah, bet. I'll teach you to be slow. But yeah, he was spoiled as hell. He really was. He liked to have his way. Here's him on the stairs. So I would talk about it sometimes. Ham, did he bite her leg? Bite and scratch a little bit. Like he kind of like lunged for her leg. Like, yeah, fuck you, feed me. He's so polite looking. He's actually scared here. Ham does not like he did not like thunderstorms. He did not like storms. They scared him. So whenever it was raining, he would hide on our stairwell, on the stairway.
He would be up towards us.
Yeah, he would be up towards us. And just like lay there because he was scared. All the sounds were scary. He didn't want to be near windows or anything. So he would just sit there and you'd have to like walk around him. No, we're not getting an ad. We won't be doing that. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, let me snooze that. Yeah, poor baby. It's okay. When he first, when we were first dealing with him, with losing him, it rains a lot here. And the first like really big rain after I really started crying because I would think about him being in the hallway, being on the stairway, hiding from the storm and just being sad that like, he wouldn't be there anymore, but I try to find comfort in the fact that, he's not scared anymore, I'm happy that he's not scared anymore. I think that is an important takeaway to have for this. Like, he's not hurting, he's not scared anymore. Here's Ham Wink. We have Ham Wink. Such a handsome boy. For real, a handsome boy. He's beautiful. He's got a little tongue out.
This is very your baby.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely your baby. Your baby. Like the fucking Ringo Starr, your baby. Oh no, mama. I mean, everyone is allowed to cry. I'm holding it together decently enough. You guys could probably hear a little twinge of like, fuck, I'm gonna cry. I'm doing my best, but living up to the Gray title, for real, for real. He is so majestic looking. He's beautiful. Such a beautiful cat. Look at him. Look at how beautiful. He's such a beautiful boy. Look at that leggy.
Pictures. It's like you just find him like that.
Yeah, we have so many pictures where he's just sleeping. You're probably gonna see a ton of those, really. So majestic, so soft, truly a little lion. Hey.
Hey, there's a familiar
hey. Hey. Ham scream. Ham scream. Scream. There he is. There's Ham scream. Ham scream reel. So the fun story behind this, he wasn't screaming, he was yawning. This is a yawn face, he was yawning. Another thing, this. We had a lot of geckos and lizards kind of like crawling on our windows, and when they would be there, he would paw at the window, trying to get them. Lizard jump scare. It's so hard remembering where they used to be and realizing how many empty spaces they leave behind. Your toads died a few years ago, and even now you look at your terrarium on your desk, you almost expect to see them sitting there. That is the hardest part, Hobbs. It really has been. Like, I have not really been able to exist outside of my bedroom or my studio because I expect to see him everywhere. I expect to see movement out of the corner of my eye. It's so hard for me to be in the kitchen because I fully expect him to, come crawling around the corner and looking up at me like, hey, I want cheese. Hey, I want some turkey meat, or I want snack. Like, I have to go to the restroom, but it's like every time I walk into so my mom's I use my mom's restroom and I have to walk into her room. I would go to her room and then walk to the restroom, and his food bowl is in her room. His food bowl in her in his water fountain was in her room. So I fully expect to see him eating or drinking water, or just being in that general area, and then going to use the restroom. I expect to see a little paw under the door as he's trying to get me. And sometimes when I'm using the restroom and he puts his little paw under and like he hears me flush, he knew flushing meant, oh, mommy's coming out of the restroom now. It's time to scare them. So he would run away from the toilet room and then hide in the closet because there would be a hallway leading from my mom's room to the closet. Oh my god, I can't really keep dismissing ads. I'm sorry, guys. He would hide in a closet that was in between the bathroom and my mom's room. And he would jump. I would know every time, but he would jump out and I'd be like, ah! I would react and I would act surprised because, you know, you gotta act surprised for the little guys, you know?
I didn't act surprised. I was just, ah!
he likes the reaction. That's what he wants. He wants you to be surprised. I'm like, ah!
Well, he certainly got his wish.
Yeah. Sometimes he actually did get me. Like, he did surprise me. There were so many moments where I was just like, shit, him. And I think, like, my genuine surprise sometimes genuinely surprised him and he got scared. And he would be like, ah! And he would, like, he would kind of, like, puff up, like, oh, he actually got scared. But, in moments where it was like I was feigning surprise and he would jump out at me, he would fucking run because he expected me to chase him. So I'm like, okay, man, I guess I'll chase you. So I'll chase him and he would like fucking run down the stairs like doo, 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 doo. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chase you. And I would chase after him. Doo, 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 doo. Not all the time would I chase him, but when I did, we would like run around in circles because we had downstairs is kind of like it's all connected, so you could run around in like a circle and like go through like all the rooms. So I would chase him through the rooms and he would chase me and I would hide and peek around the corner and see him get closer. I would hide, peek around the corner, he got closer, and he would meow the whole time trying to figure out, yeah, where are you at? Kind of almost like a Marco Polo situation. And when I didn't chase him and I would, you know, I'd be like, Ham, I can't play right now, but I'll, you know, maybe later. Or if I'm done with playtime, he would actually cry. He would sit at the bottom of the stairs and cry because he wanted me to keep playing with him. And of course, I would get guilted sometimes, and I'm just like, I gotta play with my baby.
Like I've told you before, cats know how to do that.
Yeah. He did get his way. Outside of that, he really loved, as far as like things he liked to play, he liked to play with bouncy balls. Oh my god, he would love to play with bouncy balls. We have a bunch of bouncy balls that he would chase around, he would slap around. We probably still have some lost underneath couches and stuff that he would play with. And we also, you know, we have the usual cat wands and cat toys that he would play with, but he loved those balls. He would jump up and like slap them to the ground, slap them to the walls, and just like run after them. I really loved playing with my boy.
The alphabet magnets.
Yeah, the alphabet yes, that's right. We have alphabet magnets on our fridge. So, our fridge, he would reach up and actually jump up and try to take magnets off of our fridge. So what I decided to do to keep him from trying to mess up magnets that were like souvenirs, he ended up breaking one of those souvenir magnets. So I was like, okay, how can I curb this? How can I avoid this from happening? I got him alphabet letter magnets and he played with them.
It worked.
It worked. He would paw at them. He would move them around on the fridge. He would knock them down and end up slapping them underneath the fridge and across the floor. Did you spell fuck? Okay, so I would spell a little profanity from time to time on the fridge. Another thing that he liked to do that he also did with both me and Tony, the way our staircases, let me see, you can probably kind of see it. it's not really easy to see here, but there's a little bit of a slant and there's a banister on the wall. There's like a wall. So I would, me or Tony didn't do it too often. I did it a lot. I would hang my arm down the side of the banister and just like have it rest on the wall, and he would stare up and he'd be like, I'm gonna get you. So he would try to jump up and catch me. He'd try to grab my arm. He did it a few times with Tony, and then I think Tony didn't do it as much after the first few times. But
I still occasionally do it, but it's like,
yeah,
he could jump and that was terrifying.
oh yeah, he was a powerful jumper. He really was. But he jumped up, and he ended up you know, thinking that was like, once he jumped up, that was like chase time, right? After he jumped up and tagged you, it was like chase time. There was one time Tony stopped playing with him and he just laid right there under the banister expecting his daddy to come back and play with him. Let's see. So this is after Ham's scream, so you can kind of see the lizard went like moved a little bit. It's still kind of there. He is still kind of like trying to look at it and stuff. This is Doppel. This is one of the Doppels.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember if that's, I think that's Doppel's brother. Maybe. Also, chat, he's super fluffy, right? This is his tissue. He's super fluffy. Look at all this fucking fur.
Yeah, just look at the top of his thing.
Look at all that fur on there. Holy shit, look at all that fur just caked on there. There's a doppelganger. So our neighbor's cat, his name is Puss in Boots. But I call him Doppel because I've known so many orange cats. So I was like, oh, he's a doppelganger. He is a doppel. So he's just an orange. He is the orange of all oranges. So I just call him Doppel. And then Doppel got a brother. Doppel's brother unfortunately passed away. But we have the original Doppel. So it would be like Doppel 1 and Doppel 2. Ham was super territorial. He really was. You could kind of see him, like, the blur of his paws. He would be pawing at the window when these cats would come and like say hi to him. And it's like, Doppel is the sweetest fucking cat ever. I remember my mom was instigating a fucking cat street war because Ham, he was in the garage while we were like taking out trash or something like that. I think we were either taking out trash or just like something. But Doppel walked into the garage. Maybe groceries. But Doppel walked into the garage because Doppel is super friendly. Like if you call for Doppel, he will like come to you and you can pet him, and just very, very friendly cat. He came into the garage and my mom, she kind of came out into the garage too, and Ham liked to follow her, and he saw Doppel, and my mom was like, she was being playfully instigating this, but like she is like, get him, Greg, get him. And of course Ham leaps up and decides to chase after Doppel. They didn't get into a fight. They did not get into a fight. Doppel ran, and I kind of got between them. I was like, dude, Ham, please go back inside the house. No, please don't go chase after Doppel. Please leave him alone. He's too sweet. He's too sweet for this world. You were violent. He was protecting his turf. Okay, so this was shortly after our wedding. This was February 2022. So we have Cryptid Ham. Yeah, there he is. So all these are like wedding gifts and stuff. We still hadn't really gotten a chance to like sort through them. But that just kind of, it makes me, like I said earlier, how Ham has been with me through so much. He was with me through me dating Tony, me marrying Tony, me marrying Para.
Did you see it?
Did you see it? Yeah, he's very did you see it core. He really is. Ham has been with me through a lot. Yeah, here's another zoom in picture here. here's another did you see it?
Oh, yep.
This his tube, he loved his tube. I think he tore it up. Ham Peak. This is another Ham Peak. We have a couple of Ham Peaks. I think he ended up tearing his tube up because we haven't seen it in a while, I think.
I want to say it's somewhere, but also don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Yeah, you good, Tony?
I'm fine.
Okay. Ham on the stairs. Not quite ham stair, but ham stairs. You can't really see him, but he was there. This is like peeking through the jail cell of a criminal. He just eeping here. That's it. He just eeping there. He just eeping. He just eeping. He just eeping. It's like a slow approach.
Oh yeah, I think I took that.
Yeah.
I think I did that.
And here's him in one of his boxes. Why he in jail? Free my boy Crimes. He threw the pillow on the floor. He did. This is one of the boxes, I think, for one of the, like, my photo paper or something that I had. Anytime I would buy photo paper, I would, like, because it was a perfect size box for him. It was a perfect box for him. Oh, he looks so majestic here.
Surrounded by paper.
So, yeah, surrounded by trash. The king of trash, little trash king. That tail is floofing. Floofing. More box boy. More box boy. More cryptid boy on the stairs. Look at his beans here. They're all stretched out. He's going crazy with a toy. He's going crazy with a toy that I covered in catnip. Whoa, them toes is just splayed out, dude. Yeah, he's just going crazy with it right now. Why is he wide-toed? So, there is a little unicorn toy that I got for him. It's actually a dog toy. It is actually a dog toy. He liked playing with it if it was covered in catnip. So that's what's happening here. He's attacking it. It's a trans rights unicorn. It was part of a Pride collection for pet toys. And yeah, he liked playing with it. Here it is covered in catnip. He licking it. He licking it some more. He licking trans rights. Trans rights tasty. Trans rights delicious. Trans rights still tasty and delicious. I feel like he's mostly licking the nip off the floor. Such a silly boy. Yep, he's licking trans rights now. Oh. Oh. He's biting trans rights. No, he's still licking it. Do you have any of Ham absolutely blasted on catnip? I think so. He would get a little crazy on nip. Little nip boy. Little nip boy. Okay, this is him kind of crazy on nip. He's like rolling around. He's licking it. This is just a picture of him outside the kitchen. This is kind of where he would stand until like he would see someone come into the kitchen. He's like, yeah, I want some treats.
That was his treat station.
Yep. Here's a fun hidden ham picture. Weed ham. The beans. No cat here, just Fluff. His butthole too, but we don't talk about that. This is also very blurry. Oh, he eeping here, leggy out, leggy. He turns around, he looks up at me. Mario's in the corner now. He's sitting in the cuck chair. Ham is just hanging out here. This picture was 2 years ago. This is him in the hallway, probably during a thunderstorm or something. Weed ham, wham. When Ham becomes the wham, the M on his forehead flips upside down and get 2 wham and his double whammy. Him just sitting in this chair. So, fun fact, I think my grandfather, my mom's dad made this chair, and he destroyed it.
Great.
He destroyed it. He clawed the shit out of this. He clawed the shit out of this chair. He does not care. More box boy. More table boy. Chair boy. So this chair is a massage chair that my uncle left behind because he didn't want it anymore. It had like a heat function, and I would turn it on every so often so Ham would have like a nice warm place to sit. My mom hated having him sit there, but I was like, he deserves to sit there too. So I wouldn't snitch when he's in a chair. Like, my mom was like, please tell him to get out of the chair if he's in the chair. I'm like, sure, Jan, I will. But no, I wouldn't. So he would sit in the chair. This is him still kind of like sitting in it. He's so silly, getting my finger out to poke him. More Eepin boy. There are a lot of Eepin boy pictures. More table ham. Look at that belly. So soft. So eepy.
Like a loaf here.
Yeah. Upside down loaf. Some more up close pig action.
Whoa.
What was on his nose? Nothing. I don't think there's anything on his nose.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, I like piece of paper or something.
Him on the stairs. Forgot my mom's name is Jan. It's not. I'm making a joke. Oh yeah, remember how I said he destroyed the curtains?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, he fucking destroyed those fucking curtains, guys. He is ready. Oh yeah, no, he looks ready to attack. He's like revving up, guys. Here's my mom's plants. The ones that he chewed up. Whoa. What is this picture? What is going on here? What's going on here? Amazing. Is there a cat here? Is there a cat in this picture? Action shot for real. What's going on? This is a good picture too.
Literally it's just the meme with the cat and the salad.
Oh, the cat, the salad cat. He's he's sitting at the dining table, just a little man, for real, just a little man. So this chair is actually where my mom would sit downstairs to do her her bills and stuff. And that's kind of why he liked sitting on this table, because like she was there and she was there, so he would sit on the table or sit on the chair And that's where he would gravitate sometimes. I love this picture, just seeing him just like, yep, I'm here, I'm waiting for my dinner. I'm politely waiting. So he's sitting underneath this is like Christmas decorations. He's for real a people. This is Christmas decorations, and this kind of leads into me talking about what he would do whenever I would throw parties. So whenever I would throw parties, he would try to destroy my decorations, guys. So I would have to, some decorations I would actually have to put up on the date of the party because there was no way it was going to last if I put it up like overnight. So, this is Christmas decorations, but I use the same tablecloth, for, one of my Halloween parties. Like, I think I used it for the deep sea pirate theme that I had a few years ago. It's like a perfect color. He was sleeping underneath this table. He just eeping. There's our Christmas tree. He's loafing. He's loafing under there. This is really where you can see his winter coat like popping off here. Yeah, you can really see that winter coat. This is actually looks like New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve. And this is my mom making him lunch. She's like scooping him into his little bowl. And yeah, this is how big he was, guys. This is how big he was. Like, you're able to compare her, the counter, and then him. He was a big boy. He is a big boy. Big boy. Big boy. Him is like a Pokemon. And you see that long, fluffy tail just like stretched out. It's so cute. Here's another. Here's a better comparison. He really was just like a little man. Here's another Eepin picture. Eepin. Oh, he's surprised. He sees something. He looks like he's focused on something. I don't know what it is.
Could have been either one.
Yeah,
of us, really.
This is last year. This is a picture from last year. Oh, this is. I like the Coke bottle.
Oh.
I like the Coke bottle. I think he found something interesting underneath the bed or something. He was like, huh. He disappeared. What does he want? His tail. There he go. His little tail vanished. Where'd he go? Oh, he went further in there too.
Uh-huh.
The audio isn't terribly important. I don't think I have it that you guys can hear the audio for the videos. That is kind of for a reason, because like some of the videos might have like my mom saying a fun word in the background. I'm just like, I don't feel like letting you guys hear that. But Tony's the one that took this video.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I just came in here for my Coke bottle. So that was Tony taking that video.
Yeah, Vexy was out of town during this, I think. So you weren't there, I don't think. Or you were on your way
April
home
20th, 2024. I probably was in McAllen, honestly. Yeah, that time frame seems right. Creature core right here. Here's little boy. This is a very nice sleepy one. More tummy. This is a little no talk me Angie core. Just a little bit with his back facing. Oh, He turned to look. He's looking at us. Little boy. Oh, baby boy. He's in the window. He loved the window. That's how we could see fun new things. Do I have the first ham photo? I do. We'll be getting to those. I just kind of threw photos in here. I didn't like order them or anything. So ham in the hallway in front of our bedroom. More ham on his tree. There's a lot of ham tree pictures. It looks like he's just jumping down here. Hanging around with the plastic. Hanging around in the kitchen. Kitchen boy. Hey! It's ham, huh? This is ham, huh? I think. Ham, huh? Where he's kind of making like a huh face. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, oh, ham shriek. Ham shriek. Ham shriek is so good. Look at him. He was actually yawning here. He was yawning here. And we got a little blep. We got a little blep here. Bleppin' boy. Awaken bleppin'. I love just the... Look at that. Look at that. Were you around for shrieking, huh? Yes. Look at that little tongue. That tiniest little peak of tongue. With his little mustache and his beard. More blip. Oh, his, this is one of his toys. He, has like a little like cat house scratcher. Feel like you were around for the ham emote ad era? Probably. I don't remember how long ago I added ham scream. This was this year, actually. This was in January. My mom got a late Christmas present from one of our family members, and she let ham have the wrapping. And boy, did he enjoy that wrapping. Boy, did he enjoy that wrapping. He tore that the fuck up.
Like clockwork.
Yep. This is also from this year. This is February. This is in March. This is probably one of the best ham pictures I think we have. He just looks so majestic here. He really does.
I wanted to get that one framed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could definitely get this one framed. So, we did get Ham's remains about a week or so after we lost him. We got a plastered paw print, engraved paw print with his name on it, and we also got an urn that we could put a photo inside of it. So I think this would be a really good one to put in there, Tony. Like, kind of like just crop it a little bit and put in.
Like, I want to do that, and I want to actually get one for the wall.
I would love to get one for the wall. I think that would be really nice. Here's him being a man again.
He could stand pretty tall.
Yeah, because like, look, this is a doorknob. This is a fucking doorknob. This is him. This is a doorknob. This closet in particular, he liked going in there for some reason. I don't know why. This is just a man. This is just a man. Look at his little peats and everything. His little peats. He liked going in this closet for some reason, and just this one particular day, he was like really clawing at that door trying to go in. More floor boy. 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 This, you can unfortunately kind of see it. He's lost weight here. This was, I think this was around the time that we started to realize, hey, like, you know, something's not right. And, we ended up taking him to the vet, not too soon after, because we were starting to see some, like, change in his weight. He was a lot more tired, because you guys have seen him. He is a kind of a big cat. Then we started to sort of like see, like, you know, he was losing weight in his face and his body, and, you know, touching his back, you could really feel, you know, some bone. So we were like, we got to get him checked out.
He was starting to get into the trash and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was starting to get into the trash and stuff.
Get on the counter when he never did that.
Yeah, he never did that. He was like displaying behaviors that weren't really typical of him. He was getting into our food. He was getting on the counters trying to like find food because like I was reading up on it. Diabetic cats, like they're the reason this is not an uncommon thing for them to do, that they will seek out like sources of food because they think they're starving, even though like we fed him normally. We fed him normally. We had him on like a timed feeder and also like gave him canned food like twice a day, but he was still hungry. So a big thing with diabetic cats is to make sure they have enough protein. So we ended up kind of like shifting his diet. The dry food that we got him, I ended up finding some new dry food, and it was some that was more proteiny, more proteins. It's a little sad because I bought like a big bag for him, and we unfortunately did not get through all of it before he left us.
You can't donate it.
Yeah, we can't donate it, but our Doppel's dad, my mom told him, you know, we lost our baby boy and offered the rest of our cat food to Doppel. So
really?
yeah, so Doppel will be getting the rest of Ham's food. So it's going towards another cat that I do love and appreciate. So I'm very happy that Ham will that this will be coming from Ham to Doppel. What was
Ham likes it or not?
What was the last photo of Ham? It's not in this folder because I would like to remember him in a way that's not at his weakest. But it's the picture. It is in petting zoo. He was like begging me for food. He was like sitting and staring up at me and begging me for food. I would like to remember him a little bit stronger.
Through all the other ones.
Yeah. This is him just kind of like sleeping on his other cat tree that he had in my mom's room.
Once again, how did they lay like this?
Yeah. He's just relaxing. He had a lot of CP pictures. That's old one. Oh, this one. This is a really old one. I think this was around the time me and Tony kind of were first dating. So this on the wall, I have a story here. So this is back when I was still working at the schools. This is back when I was still working at the schools, and this one kid, like, he was playing with slime, and I was like, hey, this is a distraction, give it to me, I'll give it back to you before you go home. I forgot to give it to him, and he never asked for it back, so I kind of just had slime, and I slapped it on the wall, and it would drip down. It would drip down.
Gravity.
And this little fuck was like, huh, what's this? And he would just stare at it. He would just stare at it. He would stare up at it. He's like, what the hell is that?
There is a bit of a glittery patch of texture still on
Yeah.
that fucking wall.
Yeah, if in our hallway, on that
too.
spot, yeah, on my door too, because I had stuck it on my door. There is still some glitter stain where it once was. Pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy. Him again with my my convention setup. Very curious. Here's more feet pics. He was really into feet. He was really into feet. For free? For free? I like him putting his paw there because it makes it seem like he's saying like, hey, stop. Here's him going crazy on Nip. This is his baby.
That he's sitting on.
Yeah, he's sitting on his baby. He really did learn from his dad.
Once
for
again,
real.
I was here second.
Why don't you just accept it at this point? That's your son.
Oh my god.
This is his baby. Fun fact, this was gifted to me when my last cat passed away. Mr. O'Malley. When Mr. O'Malley passed away, I was gifted this. And when he was a kitten, he would cuddle up with this. So that's his baby. He sit on his baby. He's going crazy on some catnip. He's just sitting on a chair. So this is right outside. So he was at the window, and I go up to the window, and I'm just like poking at the window, and he's trying to catch my fingy. That's it. This is in my mom's closet. He liked to hide in there and just kind of like nap in there sometimes. So he was in there just like curled up. This I think was around the time of the Forgotten Roots Kickstarter. He was just supervising, just hanging out. He's just sleeping. He is sitting on his baby. They don't call it a babysitter for nothing. He is sitting on his baby here. He got, like, really big for this particular cat tree, but he would still, like, curl up in it. He really would try.
Man.
Chomp. Ham after them little piggies, for real. Oh, here's this picture again.
What are you yelling at me for?
Yep, Ham is Tony's son. He's a creature. He's a creature.
Why is
Look
the
at
leaf
him.
perfectly just separating with his eye like
This is such a fucking good picture. It really is hunter mode for real. You can kind of see his harness right here, the blue, that's the leash of the harness. So he was supervised while he was outside, just kind of like sniffing around over there. This is a really good picture. This is also a really good picture. He's coming to get you, chat. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Here he is on the swing set in our backyard. He's just looking around. He's up high. This was a cold weather day. I tucked him in. It was cold. Him was cold, so I tucked him in. I think this was after we had one of the snow days we had.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Here's him being bored. Here's him being even more bored. He's at the stairs. He's covered in nip.
Oh, yeah.
The little nip boy. Look at that face. Look at that face. He's nipped up, guys. Nip boy, nip boy. He seems apprehensive here. Oh, I think he went under the bed after this. I think he was just like, oh, I want to go under. Curled up again. Oh, this is a food bag, and he was actively trying to chew into it. I left it downstairs because I didn't feel like bringing it upstairs. And, big mistake, he decided to try to chew a hole in it to get to the food. He failed, but he tried. He tried, but he failed. So he was...
What I knew about that one.
Yeah, he did. He tried to do that. Him when he's tummy. He's showing his tummy. Him in the kitchen again. This is my mom's desk. Mom's desk again. Oh, this was when I got my new tablecloth for conventions. He was so excited that he decided to hide under the table that I was testing it with. And he crawled out like this. This is such a fun picture. There's something very, like, fun and curious about this. Like, yeah? I just came... Yeah, it's like a little cape almost. It's a mystery. Another ham peek. Ham peek, ham peek, ham peek. Peek. Oh, he's got airplane ears. I wonder what I did to piss him off. He's got airplane ears. He look angry, yeah.
Oh no, his word is collar. Like, he's got something in his chest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That he's got his collar, so this is the collar era. He was tearing up some paper. Oh, guys. Guys. It's here! It's here! It's here! Hamster! 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 So this is a hamster origins, guys. Oh, this is a hamster origins. Would you believe me if it was a picture of him with his balloons? So for a few years, not too many years, I didn't get to keep this tradition up. I feel a little sad that I didn't get to get him balloons for his birthday this year. I was a little broke, and I couldn't buy him balloons. I feel really bad that I couldn't get him balloons for his last birthday, for his 10th birthday of all birthdays. But I tried to, for a few years, to get him balloons. So he loved the balloons. He liked playing with them. He liked slapping the strings as the balloons floated across the ceiling. And when they started getting, they started losing helium, he would hide behind them as if they would obscure his massive, fluffy frame. But no, I loved getting him balloons. Here's another balloon boy picture. This is a really nice picture of him, too. He looks very soft and very regal here.
It's always in a way that prominently sets up the fluff somehow.
Yeah. I don't have dates on these. Oh, he's going crazy. He's going sicko mode here. Look at that tongue.
Sicko mode.
He's going insane here.
Very drill cat.
Drill cat?
Yeah, it's almost got a spinny effect on it.
Yeah, he's a little spinny. He's a little crazy. It's an action. He's got his little chin resting on the bottom of the stairs. This is where he would sit sometimes. And too many times had this little bastard tried to grab my leg as I walked down the stairs, trying to trip me. Like, dude, he's trying to get some insurance fraud happening for real. Attack.
You just keep giving it to him.
Yeah, I do just keep giving it to him. He attack. But it's because he gets it from you, feral.
Again.
This is a really good one, too. So I think we had moved, like, a bunch of stuff in our living room, so there was, like, nothing there. But this rug, the rug was the only thing there, and he decided, I'm gonna sit on this. And this specifically, why do cats do that? They have to sit in, like, a containment area. Because that's the thing that, like, so many cats do. I don't understand. Yeah, he has to sit in the containment area. He's loafing.
Quiet space.
This is him behind me. This is my shoulder. I was just sitting there. He was watching Nick Jr. So we like to put cartoons on for him. He liked Bubble Guppies. I don't know if anyone knows what Bubble Guppies is, but he liked to watch Bubble Guppies. I did not allow him to watch Paw Patrol or Tom and Jerry. Because we don't need propaganda, and then Tom and Jerry is bad cat propaganda.
If they heard Tom and Jerry on TV, they would literally just change it.
No, I would change it. I really would. So yeah, no, he really liked Bubble Guppies. Him sleeping in the chair again. Sleeping up there on the chair again. Sleep in the chair. Oh, Hamgrem.
Oh.
Here's Hamgrem.
That is a hell of a shot.
Uh-huh. I don't know what was going on here. Look at those teeth. Look at them teeth, guys. Teethies. For real, a little vampire. Ham scream again. So you remember how I said whenever I bring stuff home from going shopping? So this is my favorite store. This is my favorite store of all time, the Container Store. And guys, guess what they sell? Guess what they sell?
Yeah?
Food! Soup! The soup store. Fish, corn, cheese. They sell containers. So I brought in my haul from the Container Store, and he was like, huh. Okay, he did end up sniffing it. He did end up sniffing it. This trash can is actually the one that we have in our studio. This is it without all the stickers on it, Tony.
Oh yeah.
The J can. Yeah, we call it the J can. This sticker, it just says J on it. We still have the J sticker on there. The J
Sure
can. Yep.
It's sure do.
Oh, him birthday boy again. This is a fun picture too, like the way his like eye is covered. He's just kind of staring up at you, and he's got his paw on the ribbon. More balloon, baby. I don't know. I don't have dates on this one. I don't. Some of these are ones that I ended up saving from Twitter that I still had. Like I went hunting for like old pictures on like both of my Twitter accounts, just trying to like see if I could salvage any pictures that I may have lost from previous phones and stuff. And we have a couple of them that don't have dates. Here's another balloon boy. Here's another balloon boy. Hamster again. Hamster. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. He sees you, chat. He sees you. He sees you. He sees you now more than ever. So remember how I said he would fuck up party decorations that I would put up. This is for my pirate themed Halloween party. And I think I surprised him because I was having my faith in him. Like, I was like, Ham is not going to fuck up my party decorations before my party. Please don't. I believe in him. I know he won't do it. And he decided he wanted to hide under here. So he was such a little gremlin when he would see a big tablecloth that would hide him. Because that meant that he could hide and jump out whenever he wanted to. Like that was like a perfect opportunity for him to start jumping out and scaring you. And here's him just kind of like underneath there without being scared. This is him in my inventory closet. You can see like the Sans pillow. I think this is like the Pfeffery Homestuck pillow. And here he is tucked underneath all of my shelving. He dug all these pillows out, by the way. The pillows were covering this up, and then he dug his way under there. He dug his way under there to hide in there. He curled up in there. And I just like, okay, sure, whatever, man. I didn't stop him either. I was just like, okay, sure, that's fine. Halloween decorations. He's sniffing them. 'Tis the season. Him on his belly. Him going crazy. This is me actually hiding my feet here. The heart is actually hiding my feet. So I am opening a pack of turkey deli meat, and he heard it and came over and immediately was like, yeah, for me, it's for me. A little bit was for him, just a little bit. He liked turkey meat a lot. He did this.
Oh, jeez.
So this is Ham. This is Ham. And he did this. My mom shredded a bunch of paper, and he got into the bag with all the shredded paper. And he kicked all this out. Oh, this isn't the first time he's done that either. Cat moment. Him in a box again. Ham Grem. Like I said, there's going to be repeats. I remember the caption for this picture. I posted it on like Twitter or something, and I was like, get you a man who will fuck up a chair and then take a nap. Another duplicate. I think we saw this one already. I pointed him. This is collar era Ham because he's still got his bell. More table boy. Oh, Twitch. So this is Twitch. This is one of the neighborhood cats. Ham hated him. Sometimes you forget to close your closet and find all of your clothes on the ground with your cat nearby acting like a victim. See, I think Ham took joy in whatever the fuck this was. I truly think he did. I think he had a ball and he's just sitting there and admiring his work like, yeah, I did that. But yeah, he hated Twitch. So he was just staring out like, who the fuck is this and why are they at my house? More kind of a, not quite a Ham peek. I think it's still a peek. He's still kind of like staring at you from a distance. He is a perfect ball here. Look at him. Get the fucking Fibonacci over here.
That's seriously,
Yeah, what is it? Not the Fibonacci? No, the golden spiral. What is it called? Alien 3 poster. It's him reaching for my hand as I'm like scratching his head. There's trans rights unicorn again. He's attacking trans rights. With love, with love, with love. With love. Okay, he's licking trans rights now. Trans rights is just too tasty, you know? He's got a blanket on me when I get you. He's sniffing my fingy. I'm booping his nose. This was last summer when I got a restock. You can really see he's lost his like seasonal fluff. It's not quite as fluffy here. I got a restock it was like a $4,000 restock last year. Him balloon from last year, I think.
I think that was
Yeah, I think this was last. No, I don't think this was his balloon. I think this was a balloon for my mom.
Might have been.
And he just
kind of took it.
He just took it. This was his balloon. This is the balloon we got him.
That's right.
Yeah. This is the balloon we got him for his birthday last year. I feel like it was a perfect balloon for him. Party animal. It's in the house, it's his. You're right. You're right. So we got this one from like Dollar Tree. I was like, me and Tony went and like we were staring up at the balloons like, which one would be perfect for him? And Tony picked this one. This is Ham with all of his toys that he had downstairs. I love turtles, so I have a lot of turtle toys. I have a ton of turtle toys, and then he's got this Pikachu. Like, all of these are turtles, except the Pikachu. I actually put catnip. Oh, thank you for sip and save, Jaden. I will take a little bit of a sip. This turtle is actually a little backpack. I put catnip inside of it. So he kind of went a little crazy with it and was sniffing it and chewing on it and stuff. This is him again with the fucking magazine. The Halloween decorations.
Like, he doesn't understand what...
And then the next morning, we saw that it was ripped down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's being naughty. He's really like, he's just interested in it. Who could have done such a thing? Surely not him. He's just very interested in these like long not silvery, shiny dangly things. You guys can't hear the audio, but I'm saying like you are on candid camera. I'm calling the fucking police. Oh, here's Ham going ham. Look at him go. Oh, he's going crazy. He's going crazy here.
Jesus. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, he's slapping. He's going crazy. He's going ham. Yeah, no, we love to play. He was so silly. Oh, here's more feet. I told you, this is your son.
Fucking leave me out of this.
He seems good about not scratching most of the time.
Thanks, Evie. Thanks.
Most of the time. He I do have a couple of like scars from him scratching, and I am kind of seeing them as like that's something he left behind. It's like, oh, it's not good for a cat to scratch you, but it's like that's something he left behind for me. You know, I guess it's kind of a weird way to think about it, but you know, he has literally marked me and figuratively marked me. Here's him going crazy with trans rights. He loves it. Look at him. You cherish all your kitty's scars, yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, he hated Spampton. He hated Spampton. Yeah. You can't hear it, but so this Spampton plush, it talks. I made it talk and he slapped it. He did not like it. Yeah, he leaves. He left. He left. So here's him playing with the turtle backpack that has catnip in it. He chew, he bite. This is one of the first pictures of Ham. This is him as a baby. This is him as a baby. His eyes were beautiful and blue. He was so small, I could hold him in my hands. That's how small he was. One of the things I really think about with having raised him from a literal baby, I have so many memories of when I got him. I bottle fed him. He would cry like a real baby. I would bottle feed him. I got him a tiny cat bed. Well, not a tiny cat bed. I got him a cat bed that hopefully he would grow into, and I set that cat bed next to my bed. And I would set him in it next to his litter box. And I would try to sleep in my bed. And then I would hear him cry. I would hear him cry for me. And, you know, he wanted someone next to him. He wanted someone to hold him. He wanted someone near him. And so I sacrificed sleeping properly just so he could have a warm body to curl up against. I sat up sleeping just so I didn't risk, you know, rolling over him or anything. So I sat up and slept and held him in my arms near my belly and just let him rest there. Truly my baby.
I didn't even realize you could bottle feed a cat. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, you could bottle feed cats. Here he is with the his food crushed up, and we added some water to it to make it easier for him to eat. Look at him, he's so tiny compared to his food bowl. We still have this food bowl, and he would eat from it. He would eat his wet food from it. He's so small. Like he's so little. Okay, I'm snoozing that ad break. This was his very first vet visit. His very, very first vet visit. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Hard to tell that
Yeah.
it's even the same cat, considering what
Yeah.
you're used to.
Yeah. Standing like a human. Yeah, she was our vet tech was like holding him. He's so little. He was so sweet. And that's when we had to decide, his name is Gundham the Grey. This was the cat bed. He had a little panda bear that he played with too. And this was maybe a month or so after we first got him. I was back at college by this point, and my mom was taking care of him while I was away.
His eyes are almost doing the thing again.
Yeah, this is like baby ham stare almost. The littlest boy, he was sleeping on my mom's bed here, curled up, so soft, so little. This is a fun picture. This is him. I think he got his like second collar. This is a fun face he's making. I don't think it was anything more than this is a picture my mom took. I don't think it's anything more than my mom took it probably right when he was blinking. More tiny boy. This is within his like first year. Another one within his first year.
Well,
So little. He's still less than a year old here. He had a teddy bear that he liked to play with too. This is when I came back home from college, for like I think like a holiday break, and he was like curled up next to me while I was playing video games. I actually remember what video game I was playing when he was sitting here. I think I was playing Mario Kart and I was getting mad, and he looked up at me like, yeah, bitch. He was still under a year old by this point. This is him and his baby. This is such a nice, one of my favorite pictures, I think, of him when he was younger. Just, this is such a perfect picture, just having him and his baby doll nestled next to each other, tummy to tummy. He's sleeping. He loved that baby.
pretty decently sized cat too.
Yeah, yeah. And right now, he's still under a year old in this picture.
In big, real face.
Yeah. I think he was not quite a year old by this point, because I was still in college. Him climbing up on the swing set.
I don't think I've seen this one before.
Yeah, you never seen this one?
No.
Yeah, he was climbing up, and I think he was struggling to get up. You guys see his tail as he's like trying to get up there. You see the little like splay of his like his paws here, his toes out.
What are you doing, boy?
Yeah. This one, I think I had just come back home from college. So I was watching, I think this is Super Best Friends, their playthrough of Final Fantasy X. I need to rewatch it sometime because I haven't seen it in a while. But I came home and I was watching it, and he was watching it with me. He was watching it with me. Here's him in our garden again, hanging out. This is a fun face. Like he looks lost in thought. Like he's like, he's thinking. I'm thinking. I put this on him when this was when he could tolerate having something put on him, but after a certain point, he was like, yeah, fuck that. Actually, I don't think this is gonna play. This is a fucking WebP that I downloaded from Tumblr. It was like it was something I converted from a video to a GIF to post on Tumblr because like Tumblr was having a hard time processing it for some reason. But it's supposed to be him rolling around in catnip. This one also. This is him sniffing feet again. Tony.
What? Don't name drop me.
I had just gotten these new tights. And he was curious. He was curious about them.
Thanks, Evie.
Him in my chair again. It's a little dark, but he's sitting in my desk chair. Oh, this is a sad one for it to not, like, play, but he's grooming me. He was licking my hand. He, like, trapped my hand and then started just, like, licking it. Just grooming it. This is him as a baby with his cat tree. He's so little. He's so little here. Look at him. This is him with my Entei plush. I think he dragged it down the stairs and then just sat there with it. He just sat there with it. This was when, like I said, Ham has been with me through so much. He was with me during the Power and Magic Witch Anthology Kickstarter. That was the very first publication that I'd ever been in. The very first. This was only a few days into the Kickstarter campaign, and I was kind of using this like, hey, Ham wants you to, you know, pledge to the Kickstarter and, you know, help this book happen. And, you know, obviously the book happened, but there he is. He's just being supportive and cute and hanging out with me. I love when cats grab your hand to groom it. He's so silly. I think this is another one where he's like rolling around. I think actually it's not gonna play, but I think this is when he stole one of my flip-flops. So this was, I think, around the time that Pokemon Go was happening, right? So Pokemon Go was happening, and I went for a walk in flip-flops. Bad idea, don't do that. But I went for like a really long walk in flip-flops, and the sweat kind of like soaked into my shoe, and he was like, hell yeah, sniffer. He truly is. Yeah, here's the flip flop right here. He truly is his father's son. This was Halloween one year. He was dressed up as a little devil, and he hated it. He did not like it. Yes, the cape pictures, the cape pictures. So I dressed him up as a little devil. He didn't like it. He didn't like it. He really hated it. He really, really hated it. No worries, Wolf. Favorite picture of all time. It's a good one. He stretch. He stretch.
Damn.
Did I already share the picture of him working at Vexing Lures Co? I think I have those somewhere. Oh! Him mouth open. He yawn. Snake. Glad I'm sharing memories of my kid. Thank you, Wolf. This is him fucking up something else. Looks like cardboard. He chewed the fuck out of that.
That's a cardboard panel.
Yeah. He's so proud of himself. Here he is on the back of my chair.
That's...
Also, here's a fun poster I have. A Friday the 13th poster. But it's like based off of the movie Friday. But yeah, he was perched on the back of my chair. This was before you moved in, Tony. Yeah, because this is when I still had my desk space in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dick garland. Yeah, that's... I have dicks hanging from my ceiling in my bedroom. They're from my 21st birthday. Here he is in my windowsill. Here he is with his tummy out. He's just looking up. Now he's looking at me. Is that TOS? Is that toes? No, we already looked at toes, Evie. Okay, so here's him looking over my prints. He was overseeing print production, and I don't think he was doing an amazing job, but you know what? He did a job. He was laying on them. He was laying on my prints. I think these were misprints or test prints that I was not like happy with, so they were just on the floor. He just flopped on them and just like laid on them while I was working. We had a lot of moments where he would just kind of like hang out with me while I got stuff printed. And we also had a lot of moments where he would curl up in my bed and take a nap, and I'm just like, you look so fucking cozy right now, let me nap with you. So I would nap with him. Did he approve? You know, maybe. I think so. I think he did approve. So this is an iconic fucking ham picture. If you have been to my artist alley table, you have probably seen this picture. I had a jar called the ham jar, and I printed it out and put it, I attached it to a jar and people would tip. So any tips that I made during a con would go towards getting Ham extra treats or extra toys. And I always thought he looked like a little model here. So that's why it's like, please donate to fund my cat's modeling career. Because he's just like, he's such a beautiful, beautiful little boy. Ham jar, like a jam jar. I wasn't thinking jam jar, but that is clever. Was it there when you saw me last year? It should have been. It should have been. Ham jar, I think, got discontinued for a little while, if only because I didn't have the table space for it. But I wanted to bring it back in like a better capacity with like a better picture and make it look nice. And I am still thinking about, I feel like I want to bring the ham jar back, but not with this picture, more of like an offering, like with, you know, those little like battery powered candles and a nice frame, and just have like a little dish for people to like leave tips, you know, to sort of like pay respects and whatnot. Speaking of tips and like, you know, giving me money and stuff, I want to sit here and thank you guys like so much for donating during the bake sale, because during the bake sale was always a plan as part of the re-debut, always had been a plan as part of the re-debut, but it just unfortunately happened to coincide with Ham getting sick. So pretty much all of the funds that you guys gave me during the bake sale allowed me to have my baby boy just for a little bit longer. It helped pay for the vet bill. It helped pay for his medication. I was having to spend an extra $100 a month for his medication. I was having to buy extra litter because being diabetic, he drank a lot more water than usual. And as a result of drinking more water, he used the restroom a lot more. So we were going through litter very quickly. So anyone that donated during the bake sale, just like, thank you so much. You allowed me to have my baby for just a little bit longer. It means a lot. It means a hell of a lot. I think this was before me and Tony were dating, because this is me packing for Anthrocon, and Ham was pissed. Ham was pissed that I was leaving because he was like fucking around in my luggage. He was messing around in my luggage. Ham peek, more ham peek. Yeah, that's my fursuit head. For anyone who's like, I've never seen your fursuit head. There it is. I actually am retiring that fursuit head. I think it no longer sparks joy. Will I get like another fursuit head in the future? I don't know. But just this one doesn't spark joy anymore. Funny enough, this is the last picture in this album. I don't think it's the last picture I have. There were so many avenues I was hunting for to get pictures of Ham. But, you know, I have a lot of memories of him. A lot of really amazing memories with this sweet, sweet little boy. This silly little boy. And once again, chat, you allowed me to have a little bit more time with him. You really did. I just thank you. Thank you so much. The main reason why I got this new job, you know, I knew that I couldn't sustain Ham's quality of life, like a better quality of life for him, without getting a better job. And part of me feels like, he left us as a way to be like, you don't have to do this for me. You don't have to keep fighting for me. And he left me the week I started my job. I miss him. I have a really hard time trying to exist without him. I do. I miss him so, so much, a terrible amount. I don't think really anything is going to fill this really deep hurt, this hole in my heart, but one thing I will say, when we lost Ham, when we lost him, we stayed with him for a while. We told him how much we loved him. We told him how much we loved him the entire time. Me and Tony both held him in his last moments. We told him we loved him. He knew he was loved. He really, really did. And when me and Tony walked out of the vet and left our baby behind, we couldn't take him home. When we left him, there was something poetic that happened. We walked out of the vet to go to the car, and it was raining, but the sun was out. And part of me feels like that was a little bit of him saying thank you, and I love you. I'm gonna miss Ham a lot. And there will never be a little boy like him. And I don't know when this hurt is not going to stop hurting, I really don't. Like, that was truly my baby. That was my little boy. I basically held him from almost birth until his last breath. I've been feeling very lost in the last month or so. Very unmotivated. Making art is hard. Socializing is hard. I kept to myself for a really, a couple of weeks after he died. It was really hard to reach out to anyone other than, my, my closer friends. Tony was here too. Tony fought really hard to make sure that our baby boy, to make sure he lived. I am so grateful to Tony. He, he's been my rock this entire time. Para and Frost were with me the entire weekend after we lost Ham. And I thank them a lot too. Anyone that ever sent me condolences that weekend, or, even now, thank you so much. I promise you I read every single word. It's hard for me to respond, but I promise you I read everything. I read every single thing. But yeah, I'm going to miss Ham a lot. I don't know how I'm going to get through this such a heavy heartbreak, man. I think about when my dad died. When my dad died, I was there when he died. I helped my dad when he passed, but I feel such a such a difference between losing my dad and losing Ham. Like, both of them meant the world to me. So much so that Ham's birthday is my dad's birthday. Like, when my dad passed, he, I was still in college. And I had to go back to school in Savannah from Texas. He passed like during the winter holiday, He passed during the winter holiday, and I just went back to school. My family completely like felt like that I was just going to quit school after that. But I kept going. But, I left, I went back to school, and I didn't deal with the whole physical emptiness and loss of, losing someone, because I wasn't home. I didn't get to feel what it was like to exist in a physical space without that person being there. It wasn't like I was walking around my dorm and like, oh, my dad's not here. Or, I wasn't walking around at home and just feeling like, yeah, my dad's not here. But I feel such an insane physical loss with losing Ham. Too many things remind me of him. I drive past his vet every day after work. I can't be in the kitchen to cook. I find moments where I just feel like crying because I know I can't come home to my baby. I went to San Japan this weekend, knowing that for the first time, I'm coming back from a con and I won't see him. Thank you guys again for being here. I am really sorry if you have ever felt such a tremendous loss as this. Thank you for helping me keep my baby around for a little longer. The Ham emotes will stay forever. They will not be removed in any capacity, and I want you guys to continue to use them no matter what. I want to see Ham stares all the time. I want to see Ham screams, Ham shrieks, Ham peace. I want to still see them. I want to still see my baby's face no matter what. Because he meant so much to me, guys. And I don't have too much else to say other than thank you, and thank you, Gundam, for letting me love you. This is going to be it for me. I will let you guys know when I stream again. I would like to get back to it soon. I really would. I know you guys are going to be like, take your time, do what you need to. But I would like to try to come back soon.
We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we both really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys when I see you. We're not raiding anyone. We're not doing anything else.
Just a quiet close here.
Just a very quiet close. Thank you guys so much. Please stay safe. Please love your loved ones. Love your pets. Love your family. Love your friends. Love everyone. Love everyone. And please stay cosmic. Good night.
Good night, guys.